This is the microscopic picture of the kidney. This is the cortex of the kidney. You can see these renal corpuscles or the glomeruli, the Bowman capsule having the capillaries inside, and there are proximal and distal convoluted tubules also. This is magnified view of these are the renal corpuscles or the glomeruli, and these are the proximal and distal convoluted tubules. So this is the cortex of the kidney. You can see under the microscope the kidney is identified by having these circular areas which are the glomeruli, the tuft of capillaries. This is the slide of the ureter, and you can see the ureter has got a star-shaped lumen. There are three coats, the mucosa, muscularis and adventitia. Mucosa of the empty ureter seems to be thrown into folds. These are the longitudinal folds which give it a star-shaped appearance. The luminal surface of the mucosa is lined by the transitional epithelium, which is consisting of 3 to 5 layers. And now this is the transitional epithelium, this is the lamina propria. Both are included in the mucosa. And if we talk about the muscular layer, the muscularis of the ureter is thick and consists of 2 layers of smooth muscles, and these are the inner layer, the muscle fibers run in longitudinal direction, whereas the outer layer is composed of circularly arranged fibers. So inner longitudinal and outer circular layer of the smooth muscle. Then adventitia is the outermost layer of the ureter. It consists of loose connective tissue containing the blood vessels, lymphatics and the nerves. This is the magnified view of this is the transitional epithelium. You can see 3 to 5 layers of the cells, the dome-like cells towards the apical side, and this is the muscular layer. So there is no submucosa. There are 3 layers: adventitia, muscularis and mucosa. This is the slide of the urinary bladder. You can see, if we see from the lumen, we will see these folds of the mucosa. So the urinary bladder also, it consists of the mucosa and the muscularis and adventitia. The transitional epithelium in the lining of the urinary bladder. Lamina propria contains the collagen and elastic fibers, capillaries and many nuclei of the fibroblasts. You can see this is the lamina propria. The muscular coat of the urinary bladder, known as the detrusor muscle, is made up of smooth muscle fibers running in all directions: transverse, longitudinal and oblique. So there are different 3 directions of the muscles. If we start from the above, this is the inner limiting membrane, then optic nerve fibers, ganglion cell layer, inner plexiform layer, inner nuclear layer containing the nuclei of the bipolar cells, and then outer plexiform layer, external nuclear layer containing the nuclei of the photoreceptor cells, and the outer limiting membrane. And then we have got the pigment epithelium. From below upwards you can see the sclera, there is choroid, there are then retinal pigment epithelial layer, there are rods and cones layer, outer limiting membrane, outer nuclear layer, outer plexiform layer, inner nuclear layer, inner plexiform layer, the ganglion cell layer, the optic nerve fibers and the inner limiting membrane. This was microscopic picture of the retina. और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह मैंने आज तमाम आपका सिलेबस मुकम्मल कर दिया है। हमारे मुरब्बी और मोहसिन डॉक्टर शुजा ताहिर साहब ने हमें 15 जुलाई तक टारगेट दिया था कि आप जो है वो ऑनलाइन कोर्सेज़ मुकम्मल कर दें और अपने स्टूडेंट्स को गाइडलाइन फ्राहम कर दें। तो मुझे खुशी महसूस हो रही है कि मैंने जो है वो अपनी तरफ से पूरी कोशिश की है कि मैं आपको समझा पाऊँ, लेकिन इसके बावजूद तशनगी रह गई है, एक प्यास रह गई है, और वो ये है कि काश हम जो है वो आमने सामने बैठे होते और क्लासरूम में हम पढ़ाई कर रहे होते। लेकिन कोई बात नहीं, इंशाअल्लाह ताला मुझे उम्मीद है कि बहुत जल्द हम मिलेंगे
اور بہت جلد جو ہے ہم وہ کلاس روم کے اندر جو ہے وہ دوبارہ اس تمام کورس کو پھر سے جو ہے وہ مکمل کرنے کی کوشش کریں گے. میں اس تمام کورس کو دوبارہ ریوائز کرواؤں گا، اور وہ جو ریوائز کروانا ہے آپ سمجھتے ہیں کہ اس کا کوئی نعم البدل نہیں ہے، اور ہم اپنی طرف سے جو ہے وہ پوری کوشش کریں گے اپنے اسٹوڈنٹس کو اپ ڈیٹ کرنے کے لیے، اپ گریڈ کرنے کے لیے، ان کو پاس کروانے کے لیے. ہماری محنت جو ہے وہ رائے گاں نہیں جائے گی. السلام علیکم.